Welcome, yogis, to this gentle practice where we're going to focus on releasing lower back pain. And we're going to have a lot of movement in our hips, finding movement in our hip joint and movement in the spine itself. We're going to start in a seated position, bringing your palms facing up, closing your eyes for a moment. I invite you to bring your awareness down to the base of your spine, that space just in front of your tailbone. Your Muladhara chakra, your base chakra. And try to feel on each exhalation that you can really breathe into this space. And try to feel on each exhalation a sense of being grounded, a sense of sinking down a little bit more into the earth. Try to feel that by just focusing in this area, that you can create a little bit of heat in this area, the base of the spine. Trying to stay connected, trying to stay focused here. Feel on each exhalation that energy moves into this space, that there's a depth to your breath moving from your chest all the way down. Taking a deep breath in. On the exhalation, slowly fold yourself forward. You're welcome to bring your hands down onto the ground in front or your elbows. Sink down and feel now a gentle compression in that area where your focus was before. See if you can still move with your mind into this space. And then slowly bring your awareness up from your base chakra through the front of the spine into the space in between the shoulder blades. And once you feel that your awareness is there, lift up through the shoulder blades without lifting up through the arms. So the elbows or the hands are still down where they were. We're just trying to reach now up into the space behind the heart, directing the energy from our base chakra into our heart space. Keep your focus here now into the back of the heart space. Bring your hands all the way behind you and direct your focus now up into the front of the chest. Maybe looking up towards the ceiling if that is okay, in the back of the neck. Otherwise, tuck your chin in and look straight forward. Now feel how the energy shines through the front of the heart. Feel still how you can pull the energy up from your base chakra, but now direct it into the front of your heart space. Direct your breath a little bit more into the chest and feel the opening and lengthening into the chest. Taking a deep breath in, bringing your left hand over to your left side. Reach your right arm up and over and find a stretch and opening into the right side of the body. A lateral, a sideway motion in the spine. You're very welcome to walk your left hand out more or to bring your elbow down. See now if you can direct your breath a little bit more into the side ribs, maybe into the side waist. And then bring your right hand out in front. Land it on the right side of your body. Your left hand will go out in front to find the same stretch in the opposite side of your body. Keep on releasing both sitting bones down into the ground and trying to feel that your spine is creating this quarter of a circle. Directing your breath maybe a little bit more into the left side of your body, the left rib cage, the left waist. And then slowly releasing your hand down. We're going to come into our tabletop position, coming over the knees, having the hands underneath the shoulders. From here, we're going to find our cat-cow. So we're arching and rounding through the spine. Just take a little bit of time just to ease into this motion. The rounding and the arching and trying to feel how the movement goes through your spine like a wave. Trying to be really mindful here. See if you can synchronize your breath on your exhalation into your cat stretch, the rounding of the spine, on the inhalation into your cow pose, the lifting. Exhaling into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Now on your exhalation, push yourself back into your child's pose. Reach your hands out a little bit more. On your inhalation, round your spine up and then drop your belly, lift your chest into your cow pose. On your exhalation, keep that position in your spine when you reach it back into your child's pose. On your inhale, round your spine as much as you can and then drop your belly, lift your chest. And on the exhale, keep that position when you slowly push it back into your child's pose. Inhale, roll forward. And then drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, keep that position in the spine. Inhale, roll forward. Staying now into your tabletop position. On your inhale, reach your right arm up. On the exhalation, bring your right arm underneath the left. Bring your right shoulder down towards the ground. On your inhale, reach up, opening up. On the exhale, threading the needle. Right arm over to the left. Inhale, coming up, reaching and lifting your chest. Exhale, threading the needle. Inhale, coming up to land your right hand. Exhale here, inhale, reach your left hand up. Exhale, threading the needle. Reach your left shoulder down. Inhale, coming up, reaching up. Exhale, threading the needle. Feeling the gentle twist in the spine. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, threading. And then on your inhalation, bring your left hand back down. Keep your hands here, tuck your toes, and then straighten your legs out. They don't have to be all the way straight. And bend them back down. Inhale, reach up into your cow pose. Exhale, push it back into your downward facing dog pose. And again, inhale into your cow pose. Exhale into your down dog. Inhale, coming back out in front. And now once you're here, coming off the toes, and just move your hips from side to side, like you're wagging your tail. And once you've wagged your tail, see if you can make circles with your lower back, going all the way around. Imagine that you're drawing a circle with your tailbone. And once you've gone in one direction, change the direction over and draw this same circle on the opposite side. And then coming back to a neutral position and shaking your hips out for a moment. And extending now your left leg out to the side. And feel here into your hips, move slightly from side to side. Now you're welcome to stay here, or if you'd like to, you bring your right hand out in front, and you see if you can bring your left hand over towards the right, adding a little bit of a twist. Maybe your shoulder can go all the way down. Maybe it hovers high up. And then release and changing sides. So bringing your right foot out, it stays in line with the left knee. Either just staying here, just feeling into your hips. It should give you a nice little stretch into the inside of your leg. Or if you'd like to, add on, then you walk your right hand over towards the left, threading the needle as we did before, and then releasing your right shoulder down. It makes it more intense, this stretch into the inside of the leg. Exhaling here fully. On the inhalation, slowly coming back up, releasing your leg, tucking your toes, straightening your legs, lifting your hips, pedaling your heels now, feeling here into the body. Bringing your left knee down, bring your right foot out in front, finding a low lunge position. So we're releasing the hips down and lengthening through the front of the body, taking a deep breath in here. And then exhale fully, still lifting the chest. And now keep your hips here, but on your inhale, round your spine as much as you can. And on your exhale, lengthen again. Inhale, rounding. Exhale, lengthening. One more time. Inhale, rounding. Exhale, lengthening. Now on your inhale, coming up, interlace your hands behind you and find a nice opening into the front of the body. Keep on releasing your left hip in the direction of your right heel. So you feel that pull, that crossed over pull. Left hip into your right heel. And then slowly release your hand. Bring your right hand down onto the ground and bring your left hand up. Rest your hand behind your head. Reach with your elbow high up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, release your hand and straighten into your right leg just as much as you feel is good for you. So maybe the leg is all the way straight. Maybe it's only a little bit straight. And then slowly release, bringing your foot back. Stretch it behind you, toes are down onto the ground. Rock yourself a little bit forward and backwards just by pushing your toes down. And then bring your changing over. So bring your left leg all the way out in front and then release it forward, sitting down into your hips. Lifting up through your chest. Taking a deep breath in here. Exhale fully. On your inhale, round your spine. On your exhale, lengthen your spine, lift your chest. Inhale, round your spine as much as you can. Exhale, lengthen. See if you can have as little movement in your hips as possible. Inhale, round. Exhale, lengthen. And then on your inhalation, coming up, again interlacing your fingers behind your back and find that nice opening. Keep on releasing your hips forward and down. Keep on lifting and opening up into your chest space and keep on pushing your right hip in the direction of your left heel. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, release your right hand down, lift your left hand up, bring your hand behind your head and find a twist here. Lifting up through your elbow just as much as you can. Become aware that the more you push your right hand down into the ground, the easier it is to lift your left elbow up. And then slowly release, bringing both your hands down on either side of your foot and straightening your legs out into a half split pose. Extending over the leg. And then from here, we're going to step the left foot back, stretch it back behind, straightening the leg, and gently rock yourself forward and backwards. And the next time when you go forward, bring your left knee behind your left wrist. Bring your left foot over towards the right side of your mat. And find yourself here in a pigeon pose, as it's called. So if you have more opening, then you're welcome to bring your foot out a little bit more in front. If you have less opening, you do bring your heel a little bit more towards your left hip. We're starting here in an upright position. So lift your chest and then exhale, release. And then inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, release. So you can always use a block here underneath your left hip, or you just keep your left hip higher up, as I'm showing now. The hip doesn't have to be down onto the ground. So inhale, coming all the way up. Find that nice little length into the belly area. Maybe see if you can sink down a little bit more through the front of your right hip. And then bring your left hand over towards the left side. Roll onto your left hip. Slide your right leg all the way out in front. Keeping your left foot on the inside of your right foot. On your inhalation, reach your hands up. On your exhalation, extend it forward. This pose is called Janushyasana, head and knee pose. We're reaching and lengthening forward as we release both legs down onto the ground. Now we really want to pay focus on the left sitting bone and bringing the left sitting bone back down onto the ground. When you do that, you will feel a nice little release into the lower back. That is your QL muscle, the muscle that attaches the lower rib cage into the top of your hip bone. And that muscle often gets quite tight, especially if you sit down a lot during the day. And this is a beautiful pose to release that tension. The more we release the left sitting bone down, the more softness we will find. Exhaling here fully. On your inhalation, have a halfway lift. Exhaling here. And then on your inhalation, coming all the way up, reach your arms up overhead. On your exhale, find a twist. Bring your right hand onto your left knee. Your left hand goes behind you onto the ground. Now become aware that you're not leaning into your left hand. We just have the hand lightly touching the ground. The hand is there to help you to twist and to bring your left shoulder over more instead of to hold your weight up. The weight is being held up by using your core, your belly, and your lower back muscles. Begin to feel on each inhale that you can lift up, and on each exhale that you can maybe twist just a little bit deeper. The inhale lifts you up, the exhale twists. One more time, inhale and exhale. Staying here into your twist, slowly begin to bring your right shoulder over towards your right knee. You can either stay here, you can bring your left hand onto your left thigh, or you can bring it behind your head and hold your head up to let go of tension in the back of the neck. A sideway variation of our Janushyasana. Taking a deep breath in. On the exhalation, allow yourself to fall forward in between your knees, reaching your arms out in front and opening up. Exhaling here fully. On your inhalation, coming up. With your left hand, pick up onto your right foot. And now bring your foot to the top of your left knee. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, find the twist over to the left side. Keep on reaching and lengthening. Opening up into the chest. Lengthening through the spine. And feel that release to the outside of your right hip. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, slowly release, bringing your right leg out in front, and then bringing your left leg all the way back, finding yourself here in a pigeon pose on the opposite side. Bringing your hands in as far as you feel is right for you. Releasing your left hip down in the direction of your right heel. On your inhale, take a deep breath in. On the exhale, sink it forward and down. So inhale, coming up, reaching up. Exhale, sinking back down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, sinking down. One more, inhale. And exhale. Now on the inhalation, coming up, staying here for a moment. Keep on releasing down through the left hip. And then bring your right hand over to the right side and slide your left leg all the way out and across, bringing it out in front. Your right foot is on the inside of your left thigh. Your inhale reaches you up. The exhalation finds your Janusirsasana, reaching over your leg. Letting go of tension in between the shoulder blades. Keep on pulling your shoulders gently away from the tips of the ears. Stretching here into the back of your left leg. And then releasing your right sitting bone down direction of the ground to get that beautiful release into the lower back. Feel that as you're in this pose, you have this tiny little bit of a twist over to the left side so that both shoulders are level, are parallel to the ground. Exhale here fully. On your inhalation, coming up halfway only. Exhale there fully. On your inhale, coming all the way up, reach your arms up. On your exhalation, find your twist, this time over to the right side. Left hand goes onto the right knee, right hand goes behind you. Again, that right hand is quite light and just helps you to reach your right shoulder through a little bit more. Each inhale lifts you up. Each exhale makes you twist just a little bit more. Trying to find a release here into the spine. The more movement we have into the spine, the more twisting movement we have into the spine. The more movement forward and backwards we create into the spine. Take one deep breath in. On the exhalation, slowly release your left shoulder over to your left knee. You can keep your right hand behind you, or you can bring it onto your right thigh and release your right hip down more, or you can bring it behind your head and help to release any tension that you might be building into the lower back. So as you are here, still release your right hip down, direction of the ground. You get a big stretch into your obliques and into the side of the body. Keep on reaching your elbow up towards the ceiling as much as you can, or your shoulder. And on the exhalation, fold yourself in between your knees and release yourself down here. Exhale fully. On the inhalation, bringing yourself up, picking up onto your left foot with your right hand. Bring your left foot to the outside of your right knee. And then hug your knee into your chest. So you can always bring your left foot also in front of the right knee. Finding the right position, how it works for you. On the inhale, reaching up. On the exhale, twist it over to the left side. Feeling that movement here into the spine, that nice twist. But then feel that release through the outside of your left hip. That release into the outside of the left hip will really help you to release tension in the lower back. Each inhale lifts you up. Each exhale makes you twist just that little bit deeper. And then taking a deep breath in. And on the exhalation, slowly release from your twist, bringing both your legs out in front. On your inhalation, reaching your arms up. On the exhalation, fold yourself forward and down. And doing that again. So on the inhale, reaching high up. And on the exhalation, fold yourself forward and down. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhalation, fold. Staying here now for a moment, feel that nice reach. Reach out of the lower back. We're trying to feel in our forward bends as much as possible as we're hinging from the hips. So instead of having too much rounding through the spine, we're trying to find a lengthening into the front of the body. If that means that you're much higher up, then just be much higher up. Let go of that judgment. Exhaling here fully. On the inhalation, bring your hands onto your legs and slowly begin to pull yourself back, pointing through your toes. And if it's possible, see if you can come all the way to lay down. Now, maybe you have a moment where your feet come up off the ground, then just let that happen. And once you're all the way down onto the ground, bend your left leg, keep your right leg straight. On the inhale, reach your right leg up. Lift up to touch towards your toes, reach back down and release your right leg down. So inhale coming up, reach, exhale down. One more time. Inhale, bring your leg up, reach, and exhale, bring your trunk down but without releasing your leg. Now bring your foot over your knee and push your right knee out to the side. A figure of 4 stretch. And then slowly release, bending your right leg. Straightening your left leg out. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Once the leg is up, reach with your hands for your toes. Exhale, release it back down. Inhale, reaching it back up. Reach your hands up. Exhale, finding a little bit of activation in your core. So inhale, bring your leg up. Reach as much as you can. Now keep your leg there, but release your shoulders down. Finding your figure 4, resting your left elbow onto your right knee and pushing your knee out to the side. Releasing tension here. Tension in the outside of your left hip. And then slowly releasing, bringing both your feet down onto the ground, about hip or mat width apart, and gently begin to wind wipe your knees from side to side. Finding softness in the lower back. And then the next time when your knees are up, keep them there, hug them into your chest. Bring your forehead towards your knees and gently pull your knees in. Now this might just be enough for you, but if you'd like to add on, you're very welcome to find a little bit of a rocking and rolling forward and backwards, maybe all the way from the shoulders into the sacrum. Or just little rocks over one spot of your spine where you feel it is a nice release. If you're rocking, see if you can rock yourself back up into a seated position. If you're laying on your back, push yourself up into a seated position. Crossing your legs out in front. Bring your hands back onto your thighs, the palms are facing up. Joining the thumb and index finger. Extending your opposite 3 fingers. Taking a deep breath in and feel how you lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And taking a deep breath out and feel how both the sitting bones are sinking down into the ground. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. If it feels uncomfortable, keep them open and have a steady gaze. Become aware of the movement of the breath. On the inhalation, feel that lifting. Feel how the crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. On the exhalation, feel the grounding. Feel how you sink down. The inhalation lifts you up. The exhalation grounds you down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now stay with the movement of the breath. And begin to hear in the breath, on the inhalation, the sound so, and on the exhalation, the sound hum. So on the inhalation, hum on the exhalation. So, hum. Stay with this mantra for a little bit longer. The meaning of our Soham mantra is, whatever I am meant to be, I already am. Whatever I am meant to be, I already am. So hum. So with the lifting energy on the inhalation, hum with the grounding energy on the exhalation. I invite you to stay with this mantra and this meditation for as long as you feel is good. And maybe at the end of the meditation you'd like to have a shavasana. In that case, just lay down whenever you feel ready to lay down. Always at the end of each practice, taking a little bit of time for yourself to allow all the goodness to be incorporated into your body. To allow your mind to settle and to allow yourself to let go of all the stories that you tell yourself about who you are. Thank you for sharing your practice today. With love and gratitude. Namaste.